Alright, I think we're ready to go. Looks like I got everything set up that needs to be set up. Except for my game. There we go. Apparently, Pokemon Let's Go does not like to switch controllers in the middle of the game. Back at it with some more Ghastly and Haunter hunting. I could heal myself. That would probably be important. I still haven't added Cubone to the thumbnail. That's funny, actually. by decently fast, but and I feel like I got enough sleep last night. I woke up pretty easily early in the morning. I shouldn't be yawning this bad. I almost got really excited seeing that Cubone, and then I realized that it's just a generic, basic, plain Jane Cubone. For a second, it did look shiny. Hey, Dino. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Other Dino, how you doing? Glad to hear it. I'm doing well, Dino. I'm doing well. Got a decent amount of sleep last night. Woke up fairly early, fairly easily as well, which is always a bonus. I haven't heard much of anything about Artemis. It's been 14 days already? Wasn't it supposed to be up there 14 days? Nine? Still, I thought it'd only been like 4. Alakazam. I'm hoping the stream picks up at about 8. I am streaming a little bit earlier than normal. It was lonely here for a little while. It happens every now and then. And you just gotta start streaming, and it's honestly the hardest part about streaming is streaming to nobody. As weird as that sounds, 'cause you're like, I can't talk to anybody. And so coming up with like commentary and actually still being somewhat entertaining instead of just like I tend to do is actually pretty crazy. You made like 3 new videos. What are they featuring? What's the premise, the content? What's the hook? Dino roars. Fair point, fair point. I don't know. Maybe they were all about Pokemon dinosaurs, because there are a few of those. Like Tyrant, which is an Allosaurus. Hey, Caden, welcome. Digging the far-fetched PFP as always. It's not a T-Rex. Is the difference the size of its jaw? T-Rex being more angular and that thing being more wide and chompy looking. Antoine, welcome. Allosaurus has 2 small side crests on the side of its head. Allosaurus is smaller. I do not know when Pokemon Home will be available for Fire Red, actually. One can hope soon. Soon would be nice. Tyrant's evolution is also not a T-Rex. You believe it's a Tarbosaurus. What if it's just a bigger Tyrant? The head is too wide. Gonna be honest, I don't know much about dinosaurs. You can flash a picture of a Pokemon though, and I will know what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know the first 36 some odd Pokemon in the Pokedex. You talk to people in very complex dinosaur speech, and they have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Fair. You're proud of it? You're too smart for their molecular being to understand? Maybe. Maybe one of these days I'll get the first 151 Pokemon in order numerically, but I definitely haven't put a lot of time into it, and I know like the first 36 to 42, somewhere around there. maybe one of these days I should play that one Pokemon web page where you have to name all 151. Dino, what number do you think I'm going to find the shiny on? G.I. Joe, haven't been able to watch for a while. How many Aber encounters? 4,000 some odd? Let's see. $4,648. You think I'm gonna find this shiny Ghastly at 500 to 450? That's brave. Also, welcome G.I. Joe. If I found it that easily, I would actually low-key be kind of disappointed in it. Excited, but also kind of disappointed. I mean, Abra was 4,648. 450 would be wild. Could happen though. I'm not gonna rule it out. $700 to $1,100. It's a little bit more like it. More likely. What if I get the shiny Haunter and not the Ghastly? That would be pretty dope. It would be wild if I got the 5% Cubone, or whatever it is. Like, I would be upset, but I'd take it. Hey, young Rain Man, welcome. He's shiny hunting some Ghastly. If a Haunter appears, great. If we find a Cubone, we'll take it, but begrudgingly. The Cubone would be dope. Marowak was always one of your favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. And I think a lot of that is Gen 1 and 2, or just Gen 1 in general. Makes it pretty hard to find a Cubone. But, yeah, Marowak's good. It's a good ground type. I would prefer to have a Nidoking or Queen for a ground type, though. I have a shiny Venusaur, a shiny Fearow, a shiny Diglett, and shiny Alakazam. Alakazam. Sorry, Diddy Kong reference. Diddy Kong Racing. Then I also get poison too with the Nidos. Yeah, I would get another poison, so I'd have 3 poisons on my team. Yeah, I have absolutely nothing against Cubone. It just doesn't help me. How long do I have in the game? How long do you think I have in the game? $160 hours. So it was 19.6 for a total of 25. Then a roughly 40 for 65. And then I feel like Alakazam was like not very long. I feel like it was around 13. So 58-ish plus 3. Yeah, I'm about like 60, 62, somewhere around there. We are like speed running this challenge somehow. And I don't understand what's going on. But the amount of encounters is also really low. We got 2,224 for Bulbasaur. For Spearow, we had like 996. For Diglett, we had 4,095. For Abra, we had 4,648. So overall, we're only at like 10 to 12,000 encounters total. It's pretty crazy. Took you around 63 hours just to get your Charmander a few days ago. 8,230 encounters. Dying. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe I got just a good trainer number for shiny frame generation or whatnot. But we've been cooking through this run. And it's on the Switch, too. So, been a great time playing that. In my 5 years of shiny hunting, at this point, maybe 6, I don't think I've gone over odds but one time. Twice. 2 times I've gone like really over odds. Looks like there's some dino wars going on. Which one I going for? Any of them. Ghastly or Hunter preferred, but we'll take a Sassy Cubone if we have to. You've been shiny hunting since elementary school. You're 23 now, and you've only had 2 hunts go over odds in that time. Nice. That's actually pretty impressive odds. Hey, by Swayze. Welcome. He said with a yawn. You've always been lucky? I feel like I'm pretty lucky with shiny hunting. Not lucky enough to go buy lotto tickets or anything, but I'm pretty lucky with shiny hunting. Almost Ultra Ball tier in Champions. Don't think you'll hit Master Ball. Too many trick rooms ruin your setup. Understandably so. I still have yet to even turn that game on. Pelipper Drizzle ability with Archaludon E-Cannon is broken. Sounds pretty exciting. Your longest hunt was for Zubat in Heart Gold Soul Silver? Dang. 19K, huh? With 1 phase. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, that's 3K over full odds for 2. Basically charges special attack and hits on the first turn instead of the second. Oh, crazy. Drizzle makes it rain, doesn't it? Upon the Pokemon entering the battlefield. I failed successfully. You're at 15k on Bulba, taking a break again. And yeah, it does. Okay. And that's Electro Cannon, right? Does that move typically... Does it get boosted attack in the water? Or... in the rain, I mean? Or does it get 100% accuracy in the rain? And is it like Solar Beam in that if it's raining, it attacks first turn instead of charges? Dang. Oh, this was you using the strategy by Swayze? I love it even more. Oh, nice. Good tactic there by Swayze. Never played competitive, but learned a lot these last 2 days. Yeah, I think the big part about competitive that I fail in is I can build a wicked awesome combo similar to like how you're describing your combo by Swayze. But I don't have the ability to anticipate what everybody else's team is going to do. Like, if I see a random Pelipper, I don't know what their purpose is. Like, you got professionals like Wolfie that they see 2 Pokemon enter the field and they instantly know what the strat is. Did almost 13 hours of resetting on 2 switches. And still nothing. That is crazy. My wife handed me some little packet of Skittles. So I apologize for the smacking that was going on. I am now left wanting more. It created an itch I didn't know I had, and now I want to satisfy that itch. From what you've learned, Pelipper is just to set up status moves and then get some damage before it's knocked out. Then you use Pokemon to stall, like Eternal Floette with Draining Kiss. Okay. Your biggest hurdle is Mega Frostlass with Blizzard due to its ability to make it snow. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. picked up a subscriber. Welcome, Chaos Lord. Ooh, that makes me wonder. I wonder if there's a new season of Demon Lord out. Not officially announced. Sinisty with moves like Life Do and Matcha Gotcha is typically your fourth. Can't wait to shiny hunt Ho-Oh in this game. You've wanted one for ages. How far are you, Young Rain? Just beat the first gym a few days ago. Now you're hunting your next team member. Okay, what you going for? If I remember right, you said that you were hunting Charmander to begin with, so I'm curious of your second mon. You think you like comp because you're new and use Pokemon that would never use? No worries. I think it's cool to hear. I dig it. Going for a shiny Mankey. You used it in your Fire Red playthrough you did a while ago. I do appreciate Mankey. I was going for a shiny Nidoran. That's how I ended up with Spearow. Everything else so far has been 100% planned. Not in the lab for 13 hours for nothing, so that helps. You want a shiny Nidoran male, but it's only a 1% encounter unless you're at the Safari Zone? Yeah. Yeah, that is true. It tends to be a little bit more rare. For Mewtwo, you're at 4K, so at home you're using 4 switches, 4 different playthroughs. Knew something to shine your way. Mewtwo. Mewtwo to shine your way. Well, good luck with getting your Mewtwo anyways, by Swayze. Hopefully that works out. I'm also impressed with the 4 switches with shiny hunting. Even pulled out the patch and still no luck. This patch or this patch? You bought your little bro Switch Lite to hunt for Bulba on 2 switches again? That's funny. I respect the grind. There's something very pleasing about this song. You think you have a regular one? Didn't know I had them embedded. You know, like, they're iron-on patches. I mean, after a few washes, they tried to come off a little bit, but I just put hot glue underneath them and slapped them back on, and it's worked out wonderfully. I gotta rep my own patch, though. It's also pretty interesting walking around and having people be like, what's that patch? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's my YouTube channel, that's me. So you have 4 hunting and your ace set up on the OLED, and your wife says you have a problem. What do you mean your ace set up on the OLED? Absolutely, Young Rain. I am totally hunting some legendaries when it's over. I will be hunting Mewtwo on 2 switches at the same time. I will also be hunting Deoxys on this profile. So I played through Fire Red before I played this one. Got to the end and I'm like, okay, guys, should I move on to Shiny Deoxys? Or should I do a Shiny only badge quest of Leaf Green and then Shiny Hunt Deoxys with 2 switches at the same time? And they decided that I needed to Shiny Hunt Deoxys right then. So we did. I got it in 35 minutes at 71 encounters. And said, well, I guess we are doing a Shiny only badge quest now. So at one point, between my fire red run and my leaf green run, I had 4 shinies in Gen 3 in under half odds encounters. I was under 4,000 and I still got like 4 shinies. It was insane. Well, no, because Diglett was 4,000. I got him in under full odds, I should say. So you have the level 100 question mark Mon in your boxes for fun? Oh, that ace. I mean, I had 12 Nintendos. Well, no, I had 18 Nintendo Switches in my house at one point in time. And my wife said I had a problem as well. Hey, Nicole, welcome. How you doing tonight? There are 2 in the lab, and the other 2 are hunting Mewtwo. The OLED is testing account. I respect that. Hey, Greg, welcome back. You know what's wild by Swayze? This very well could be the weekend where the channel hits 500 subscribers. It could happen. You've bought an OLED and a light to go with your OG Switch and Switch 2 and 4 copies of the game before you realize you didn't have to do all that. You have just gotten Charizard and may have gotten your 3rd gym badge in Pokemon Leaf Green today. Right on. Charizard by Gym 3 is pretty solid work, honestly. Greg, you just subscribed? Thank you. I thought you did that the other day, but we're glad it's official now. By Swayze believes. It's gonna happen. $21's doable. Consistency is happening. It's key. What other Pokemon you got on your team currently, Nicole? When do I get a shiny ghastly? Whenever the game decides to say, you're welcome. You got an insane snipe on eBay. Partially CIB Japanese copy of Fire Red for 34, all said and done. How on earth does that work? I mean, I guess the Japanese cartridges are a little cheaper. You have a new profile picture. It's a little small on my side, so I can't quite tell what exactly it is. It kind of looks like a shiny Incineroar from here. / Litten. It's Minecraft? I never would have guessed that. Not because it doesn't look like it, just because I can't see it that well. It's like the size of a head of a thumbtack for me. I wonder if I zoom in here. Oh, it does work. Maybe. Okay. Is that May in Minecraft with Orochimaru standing behind her? Or is that supposed to be Sakura with Orochimaru standing behind her? Your filters never fail you. You got a notification and seen it, and it will be here tomorrow. Oh gosh, that makes a lot more sense. Yes to which one, Greg? I'm going to guess Sakura and Orochimaru / Sasuke. Either way, that's freaking great. The May one? Okay. But, like, is that legitimately Orochimaru standing behind her? Okay. If that's true, I'm equally impressed and disgusted that I was able to come to that conclusion. Now I need answers. Why May and Orochimaru standing together? I feel like there's a story here. It would have been overpriced with its condition and being incomplete, but you took the risk of being scammed for 34 bucks. That's what I did for 50 bucks with my tortillas. I did get tortillas, not a graphics card. Because they are cute. Okay. You know what will never cease to impress me? Orochimaru's level of chill, from what I've heard in the Boruto series. He's like, yeah, I did some wild, crazy back in my day, but now I'm just fun Uncle Orochimaru now. Like, Naruto put him in his place so thoroughly that it's just like, yep, no, I'm good, fam. You do you. I'll be good. I haven't actually watched the anime to know if that's actually how it is, but wild. You are on your dad's account, by the way. Makes sense. Hey, Big W. What's good? It has been a while, but we're here. Cooking through this shiny only badge quest. And honestly, speedrunning the grind to 500 subs at this point. How'd I get Alakazam? I've allowed trading because I have 2 switches. So I didn't restrict because I have the ability to trade. Oh my gosh, headset, why? I just traded it with my fire red playthrough. Yeah, we'll be doing the same with Ghastly or Haunter if we manage to find them instead of a shiny Cubone. Like, I won't be mad if we find Cubone, because that does save me from having to hunt it sometime later in the shiny hunting Pokedex. Hey, Starkiller. Pixel. What do I have? 8 Pokeballs on the screen? When I only have 4 Pokemon for Pokeballs, but you can only have 6 Pokemon on the team. I'm going for 8. 1 Pokemon per gym. And the Pokeballs are there because it makes it faster to edit the stream on the fly, because the image is already there, it's in its place, and I just have to change what image it is for the Pokemon that I find, and then maybe do a slight size adjustment tweak, and we're on to the next Pokemon. Whereas a lot of people will end the stream or continue streaming with no updates. Gives 100 euros? Surely that's not pounds. I do not recognize that symbol. Maybe it's sterling. I don't know. What is that symbol? Pound. Okay. £100. That would be something, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be like $135. Would be wild. You always think of it since it looks like a scale. You know what? That actually makes sense. That would be a wild super chat. For sure. But for some reason, it put what instead of why? Because you're using the voice-to-voice to chat thing? Because you're on Android? Ah, gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. We still understood what you was talking about, I think. My voice dictation on my phone decides to mess with me every chance it gets. I have learned not to use voice dictation on my phone when I am sending a work email. Get some wild words happening there sometimes. Bye, subscriber. That was indeed unfortunate. We will live, though. As you should be, Greg, if you're talking in pounds. Because, like, gosh dang. If it isn't like 2 in the morning for you. If not 3. My chat is broken? What do you mean it's broken? I can't scroll down. That is the chat. You were confused? You see I'm live on 2 accounts? Yeah. It's 10:45 for you right now? Okay. So pounds was just a random unit of money measurement then, eh? Big W over there like, I swear I swiped up on this guy. What's he still doing on my screen? Maybe I should just start saying I'm not live on 2 accounts. That was just your phone saying, wait, stay a minute. We're cooking. Before you leave. Nice relationship? Yeah. Uh-oh. Not the OBS disconnecting and reconnecting. It's way too early for that crap. Good news is, the stream is still going. I actually do not play that game, Greg. Welcome back, Greg. Hey, Star Killer, how goes your shiny hunting? Need to stand up for a second. Been sitting down too long today. Hey, Raymond, welcome back. You upgraded your premium subscription just so you could watch while hunting? Are you talking about YouTube Premium? That makes me wonder, was it giving you ads? I mean, I guess it probably was because you're on the main channel there. You know what's wild about YouTube Premium? I feel like it should give people like the ability to do a kind of like Amazon Prime gives you a free Twitch Prime membership each month. I feel like YouTube should also do that, you know? Welcome back, Greg. Somebody just subscribed. I mean, You weren't gone very long. You said, I'm back. And then there were like 2-3 more chats. And then you popped up again. So, like, you weren't gone too long, I don't think. Maybe you weren't gone at all. You were just quiet for a second. I don't know. I don't know what you do. The last live lagged out. Oh, interesting. I feel like nobody else had that problem. How many encounters deep are you on your Mankey? I have no idea what that means, Greg. Yeah, Young. Weren't you saying that you were shiny hunting Mankey, or was that somebody else? I feel like somebody was talking about Mankey. 280 encounters? Okay. That is rap. Were you trying to say funk music? I wouldn't call that rap. Oh, I understand. Greg's on vertical now. That makes sense. How often do I stream? It has been every day from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., give or take. Sometimes I can start earlier, sometimes I'm 30 minutes late, but it's usually in that 7:30 to 8:30 window starting time, and then until 10:30. Sometimes I get to go to 11. Occasionally I've gone until 2 in the morning, but usually starting at the same time. I'll also occasionally have a random Tuesday afternoon and Sunday afternoon stream while the kids are taking a nap. And even more rare, I might actually get a Saturday afternoon stream while the kids are taking a nap. The streamers you usually watch don't stream at this time, so you found your way here? Nice. Who do you usually watch? We found the jam for this stream. Good old Pokemon Tower remix. Lavender Town. lamb sauce, Eternal Radiant, and Antonic. I think I know of 2 of those. I think I've heard of lamb sauce before. And Antonic sounds familiar. I used to watch a lot of Sauce McGavin, but they changed up their stream schedule, so I haven't been able to tune in the most. Cabbages! You got Shiny Dratini after 10 attempts of finding good stats. Solid. Alright. It can be past 20 likes. I'll take that. Devin, welcome. How you doing tonight? Is that a Pikachu with a brewski or what? No, it's like a super potion or hyper potion or something, right? Oh gosh. With a broken ketchup bottle. Okay. Oh, anime reference. Gotcha. That's actually really cool. How do I get to my own stream on my phone? Because that's going to be easier, I think. There we go. Oh, thank you, Devin. We're cooking on our way to 500 here. There we go. Just had to pull up the stream on my phone to pin that here. This is on the Nintendo Switch. Switch 2 specifically, but, you know, same diff. No, if I was playing on an emulated game, I would totally be running at least 6 versions of the game at one time. Greg, you may have on your YouTube account set up to not show subscriptions. And if that is the case, the Streamlabs bot there won't be able to see who subscribes to the channel because it's hidden. And if you've already subscribed to the channel once, unsubscribed, then try to subscribe again, there's a feature in there where it knows. And so it will block it from appearing on the screen. It's to stop it from people just spamming unsub and sub to get it to pop up. They thought of that. They're like, this Greg guy, he's gonna try it. Shut it down. If I had to pick a type to specialize in, what would I pick? Poison. How about you? You're a ghost guy? Good choice. What's your ghost team? Favorite Pokemon is Goldango. Solid choice. Hate it's shiny, but appreciate Goldango. Greg Hill is back with another Minecraft PFP. It's better in Minecraft because it's supposed to have silver lining on it, but you can't see it because of the lighting. I'm confused. What would your ideal ghost team be? Why am I not seeing all these chats? What the heck's going on here? This is tweaking. Okay, catching up on the Brasscoin stream. You're kind of annoyed you had to upgrade your premium for some reason. Premium Lite only allows you to watch regular streams, not the vertical ones. I haven't ever had an issue watching streams anyways. Like, without YouTube Premium. Like, I thought the only purpose behind YouTube Premium was to get out of it showing ads or something. That sounds nice, Greg. I don't know what that means, though. Never heard of that before. I feel you, Devin. Dusclops, Gengar, Mega Bayonet, Spiritomb, Goldango. Okay. Cabbage's a shiny hunting Hitmonlee. Thought about that briefly. Think I would go for a Gengar, Scolipede, Toxapex, Galarian Slowbro. Possibly a Drapion. You didn't do 6 months because some leagues don't do 6. Fair enough. And I always have trouble picking my 6th one, but I'm fairly confident like I would do Toxtricity or maybe a Venusaur at this point. If I get a Gengar because it doesn't spawn, you would add Mimikyu. That's a good choice. I can certainly get a Haunter and trade it to get one. You're very good competitively. Place in the semifinals for a competitive tournament. That's pretty dope. In SWSH era. I don't even know how to get into competitive tournaments, honestly. This one's Leaf Green. Had to do some work. Oh, that's right. You do work tonight. I was like, is that code for your wife or something by Swayze? But I remembered you're at work. Or should be. It's kind of weird. You got to register through some stuff. The closest thing I've gotten to a competitive tournament was I hosted a group of like, oh, it had to have been 16 people because the brackets were even. I did a, what was it called? I did a Metronome Battle League, kind of like Mikey from MJ TV. It was fun. Welcome, Tatiana. I vaguely know what a key means. Ah. I love the Fast and Furious 4 reference. I appreciate that. This is Brazil. And shiny Alakazam is pretty dope. We'll take a shiny Alakazam. Doobie Drew. Love the name. Not the Hector. What's Hector doing? Spook Kazam. How long have I been on this run? Roughly about 63 hours. That was trippy. Shiny Venusaur or Charizard? Definitely shiny Charizard is what I would prefer. Yeah, so I am in the middle of nowhere, Idaho. So I'm 2 hours behind you. You have a friend that's from Idaho? Nice. Idaho's pretty great. You live in Ontario, like Canada? Why do I run away from the Pokemon? Because I don't need that one. Unless it sparkles. And welcome back, Ryland. It's been a little bit. I've been well. How have you been? Glad to hear it, Ryland. We're inching ever closer to that 500. We're just a few away. I think if I can get some good stream time in tomorrow, Sunday, we'll have 500 by the end of the weekend. Memberships enabled by Tuesday, maybe. It's a lot of flags, Greg. Yeah, once I get to 1,000, YouTube will offer ad revenue. But once I get to 500, we can enable channel memberships and put in custom emojis. So that'll be cool. Unfortunately, the emojis are only usable for the channel members, but it's a step in the right direction, I think. At least 10 people per month will be able to use emojis for free, since I should be able to gift 10 memberships a month. So that's pretty neat. There are some more benefits. I mean, yeah, so as long as everybody has gifted memberships enabled on their profile so that they can receive them, as a partnered creator, you can click the gift memberships button and it lets you gift the 10 for free. It's pretty neat. After you get a gifted, is that perm? Yeah, it lasts for 1 month, and then there's a chance that you could get a gifted sub again the next month. But like towards membership longevity, so like there's a thing in there where if you've been a member for like 12 months, you get like another badge next to your name. Not just a typical member badge, but you know, longer standing member, recurring member badge. So the gifted subs do count towards that as well. I don't anticipate like a boom in memberships by any means when it's unlocked. Would be nice, but like I don't anticipate that. It really is more for the 10 free memberships a month I can give, so that there'll be like 10 people that can use free emojis, so that'll be nice. Like, most of the people on this channel are aware of my main channel anyways and could just as easily do their membership there, so I don't anticipate there being like members that are really there, but there will be a few, I'm sure. It's like I have my main channel monetized already, so that's the one that Young Rain has been chatting in from. You sub so you can catch the streams? Perfect. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll be glad to have you. Always like being able to chit chat with people, follow up on shiny hunting, and see where everybody's at. Move to the horizontal stream, eh, Devon? I don't know why I said your name weird just then. I think my tongue just, like, slipped up. You misclicked off stream, but you found your way back, and that's what counts. Oh, I can't wait till these games come out on Switch. When they do, I'm gonna have such a blast playing through Pokemon Sapphire. I love that game. Such a vibe. They better release them. I'm hoping they release them in June. Because there's usually a June Nintendo Direct. You're waiting for Gale of Darkness? Wait no more. It is there. It is on Nintendo Switch Online as of like 2 weeks ago. You're gonna go check again? But you never left. Greg, are you starting a sub train? Is that what you're doing over there? I appreciate the effort and the hustle. Downloading now. Well, glad we could provide you with that crucial piece of information. No way, 49 minutes? As long as it's funny, Greg. Because it would crack them up. Well, that got awkwardly silent. Oh, what was that person's name? Riddler Ronnie. We just called him Riddler, but it was person named Ronnie was popping in with a bunch of riddles, and just like it got to the point where I was just firing off answers to the riddles, and we didn't miss. It was all right, Greg. It was all right. I think it was funnier of the dead silence afterwards. Sure, we can take a riddle, Devin. A river. a riverbed. And it's always running. And those were the exact kind of riddles that Riddler Ronnie was popping in with, actually. So that's funny. What if you're Riddler Ronnie? You very well could be. And I could be old Greg. If you don't know who old Greg is, when I'm done with the stream, type up in YouTube old Greg and be subjected to that part of YouTube. Old YouTube. If you do know who old Greg is, I apologize, but you lived through an awesome time period. My name's old Greg. I'm an scalier manfish. It was better back then. You want to drink Baileys from a shoe? Okay, well, my stream just froze. That's fun. Now it's just brain rot. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, that was brain rot too, but it was quality brain rot. I guess another way of saying it would be brain rot with purpose. Hello everybody and welcome to Game Theory. I miss the OG Game Theory. Did my encounters mess up because wasn't it in the 500s? Yeah, it was in the 500s, but we passed that. We've been here a little bit. It was at 300 for you? Oh, that's weird. You'd remember you'd go to your friend's house every time a new Game Theory video came out because he lives like right across the street. Oh, that's fun. Watch it together. It's a good time. One of my all-time favorite game theories was like mathematically finding out how catastrophic the moon crashing into Termina would be in Majora's Mask. Always loved that. Yeah, I want to know what he's been up to these days, because like he's still making buku bucks from the channel because he still owns everything. He just has somebody else doing everything from that. Nathan Gaming, hello from Thailand. We're international, guys. I mean, we have been, but Thailand, that's quite far away. Welcome. You know, I'm not quite sure. Like, I think he still appears on Game Theory every now and then, and I think he still appears in some of the live streams. But, like, I don't even know if I'm subscribed to those. But his 4 channels, Game Theory, Video Theory, Cooking Theory, and something else, he turned over to other creators that he has hired on his payroll. Y'all are special, you're just from New York. Hey, I'm just from Idaho. New York's cooler than Idaho. He has 5 now? What's the 5th? Oh, Fashion Theory, yeah. And then there's just like the general live streaming channel, I think. Yeah. What do you mean, Greg? There are no ads here, but on the live stream there is ads. Which one had ads? Because they're both live streams. And right now, it looks like you're on the vertical stream. I was pretty jazzed to see him in the Five Nights at Freddy movie, though. That was pretty cool. I wish he would have been able to return for FNAF 2. And I so wish that Markiplier would have appeared for one of the FNAF movies. So he has 4 channels now. Like, I swear there's one that's just GT Live. Fashion, food, game, and film. And then I think he has GT Live. Oh, gotcha. I want to know, like, how rich is Matt Pat, realistically? I doubt it. Well, to be fair, Mr. Beast kind of like invests all of his money back into his channel, so Mr. Beast may not actually be rich in theory. Like, I think his entire purpose and goal is not to have those assets in his or his company's possession for too long. Has an estimated net worth of 30 million. And the 2022 sale of his production company, Theorist Media, to Lunar X, allowing him to step back from hosting in 2024. I didn't think he sold the channel. I thought he just... I've played Pokemon Go on stream before. I've played Pokemon Unite on stream a couple times before. Occasionally I play card game, but I've never done it on stream. I've opened cards on stream before though. I've dabbled with Mystery Dungeon a little bit. You've been playing since you were 4, started in November of 2016. Not bad. It's a good one. Despite retiring from hosting most of his channels in March 2024, he remains the CEO of Theorist Media and continues to work behind the scenes on content development and special projects. Okay, so he's still there. I didn't know he sold the company, though. You have about 1,700 shinies. It can be a flex. He launched a lo-fi mystery series and channel called Lore-fi mid-2024, continuing his passion for deep lore storytelling in a new format. Okay. Nathan just subscribed. Welcome to the crew, Nathan. I guess it's a squad, really. You went to an in-person Go Fest and someone said they had about 7K shinies. I mean, I probably have close to 1,000 myself. Dino, yay, new guy. Talent management strategy. Theris Media signed with Knight, a top management firm, to further consult on brand expansion and IP development. Hey, Hayden, welcome. Not unrealistic, you had about 1.4K in 2020. Yeah, like, I do a lot of long shiny hunts on the old, not old games, but like pre-Legends Arceus and whatnot, so I don't count Go Shinies, really. If they played non-stop and got every shiny or event, including Community Day, oh yeah. Go Shinies are super easy. Especially if they never got rid of duplicates. I mean, obviously with 7,000 you would have to have duplicates, but like in Pokemon Go, I've thrown shinies away because I had too many. Play a random Go fest, easy to get 30 plus shinies with multiple accounts. Really, like one account you can probably get that if you're in a populated area like New York. Used to be a Pokemon Go flyer. I was a frequent flyer. I still can be. They actually haven't reached out to me in a while to do videos. I think the last one they reached out for was January, but like I couldn't for the life of me get the program to work on my side. So I'm like, well, I can't do a video on this if I can't get it to work, and I'm definitely not gonna say, hey, you guys should go download this if it's not currently working. But I probably might do a video on it if I can get it to work one of these times. You're actually in a GT Gilly vid once? I don't know what that is. He's a Pogo YouTuber? Gotcha. You're gonna grind champions while you watch me stream? That's a worthy goal. I support this endeavor. I'm just hoping for a shiny Ghastly because it's going to be so easily recognizable. Trying to get champion rank. Good luck. I am not a battle genius by any means. Oh, what the heck happened to my sound? Okay, so Haunter. Good to know. And a blue mouth. By Swayze's almost Ultra Ball. Some pretty solid work. Oh, solid. My cat thinks it's dinner time. Mega Charizard with Heat Wave is a pain for your setup. I could understand how that could be a pain. Not even with Heat Wave, just Mega Charizard giving Duraludon a crash. It always makes me wonder, like, when two Pokemon go out that have conflicting weather advantages, how does the game decide which one to do? So, like, Groudon goes up against Kyogre. You got Sunny Day and Drizzle going out there. How do they decide which one takes effect? Because they should go out at the same time. Because, like, your opponent throws out their Pokemon first, and then you throw out your Pokemon. But on your opponent's side, that's also flipped, too. Master, Premier, then Champ. Having AZ Floette helps the grind be smoother. Hey, Jason, welcome. I'm doing pretty all right. How about yourself? We're just having a chill, shiny hunting stream, looking for Ghastly and Haunter. Getting ever closer to our 500 subs. And we're cooking. Oh, gotcha. Is that something you can transfer in and transfer out? Light of Ruin hits like a truck now. It's pretty dope. You're playing Smash Bros, trying to get all of the characters to hardest difficulty in classic mode. 22 out of 89 so far. That's pretty crazy. Every Cubone has generational trauma because of a dead mom. So, how does that work when breeding with a Ditto, though? It's canon. Honestly, my favorite gimmick is shiny Pokemon. Oh yeah, well you would need either or, but like with the male Marowak and a Ditto, when the egg hatches, there's probably not no female Marowak that passed away to grant a skull, you know? I mean, realistically, I think they need to retcon Cubone's Dex entry. Because right now it just shows a vast misunderstanding in Pokemon. Because all Cubone can't be wearing the skull of their mother because they would be going extinct rather quickly. Like, there's got to be another way that they come into existence. I know one of the Dex entries says something about the helmet is removable, but nobody's ever seen what Cubone looks like underneath the helmet, the skull. Yeah, that could be. Maybe it's not necessarily their mother, but a mother. Also, the Cubone skull doesn't even look like a Marowak, so, like, there's that. And I'm not sure, Colossus. It's a great question. And yes, another prime example of that would be Dragonite. For a little while, anyways. Then they kind of retconned Charizard Shiny. Made it a little different. It's crazy the number of times I've been through Pokemon Tower and didn't find a Cubone the entire time I was there. And so for the longest time, I didn't know how to get Cubone. I don't even think that's a real thing, Colossus. That sounds shady. Yeah, not really. Since albino literally means, like, without color, lacking pigment. Polar bear will mess you up, though, that's for sure. Those things are massive. Another great question, Colossus. So I think the lore behind Machop is that it evolves into a Machoke, and the Machoke has some sort of wrestling / martial arts tournament that it won, and it got the belt as a prize or something. I think the anime might make an allusion to that at some point, but because it can evolve. Death isn't the end, is what that's telling us. The belt is used to restrain the strength of a Machamp and a Machoke. This is also true. Went from Pokeball to Ultra in one day. Not bad. Some solid effort. Or you fought noobs, one of the two. Oh yeah, Colossus. Legends Arceus actually explains that. Arceus only gives us a portion of itself to go with us. So the main Arceus entity is like just up in the clouds. Like in Legends Arceus, we climb up the pillar, sky pillar or whatever the crap it's called, and it's there. It's through space and time, or something. And then it's like, you have defeated me. Take a portion of me with you, or here is a portion of me to battle. Something like that. We don't know. Yeah, Michael, I am looking for shiny Ghastly Haunter or Cubone. Arceus? Arceus? No. It's the Great Arceus. Lost 2 out of 5 and then won 4 in a row. How long am I streaming tonight? This is not the 8-hour one. I do, in fact, need to function tomorrow, but there is a chance that tomorrow could be that one. To be determined. Yeah, that's exactly what happens, Devin. But for tonight, this is actually going to be my last encounter. I'm going to stop at 700 for the time being. Good old 6 hours of hunting, basically, so far. But picking it up tomorrow. Same time, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We might start 7:30. I don't know. Depends on where we're at. And we might even get an afternoon stream. Lots could happen. But we'll catch you guys later.